Hello and welcome to this video. In this video I wanted to show you a few findings and tell you how they can be used. When you are looking on online pages that sell findings and tools for jewelry making, you have surely seen all these findings and perhaps you are wondering what they are used for. So I will show you what exactly these types of items are used for if you want to make an item of jewelry. Um, so as you can see, I have different items here. Let's begin with this item. For example, you have surely seen it very often. This item is a clasp and it is called the lobster claw clasp. You will use this very often on your jewelry projects if you want to make bracelets or necklaces or anklets. So it is used for opening and closing the bracelet or the necklace that you make. So it has this spring here, and if you want to open and close it, it is opening and closing like this. So it's a very popular item used for jewelry making, especially when you make bracelets or necklaces. Let's take another object. This, for example, you will use it very often too if you make especially necklaces. It looks like a small spring and it is called the spring cord and cap. So if you want to make a necklace, you will put the cord inside here and then using a pair of pliers you'll push on this end here in order to stop the cord from getting out of the coil. And then you will be able to put, for example, a lobster claw clasp here, and you will make the end of your necklace. So as I've told you, this is the spring cord and cap, used for the cords of your necklace. Another type of cord end is this one. As you can see, it is square. It looks like this. It has this little hole here where you can put the jump rings, and you will put the cord inside here, and so you take the pliers and push on these two ends here and here, and you will press on the cord that is inside here, and then you will also push on this metal part here, and you close the cord end. So this is also an item that you will use on your necklaces, and you will put the cord inside here. So this item is the fold over connector cord end. Another type of cord end is this. This one is used if you want to make, for example, a bracelet and you use thread and beads. If you have a beading project, you will put the thread through this orifice here, and then using the pliers you will push on these two ends here, close this bead end, and then you can put your clasp at this end here using a jump ring. So this is another type of cord end used for especially on the beading projects to make bracelets. This item here is used very often, and as you probably already guessed, it is used for making earrings. It is called the fishhook ear wire or the French ear wire. You simply put a jump ring over here, and then you can make your hang your earring on this fishhook ear wire. So it is used for hanging the earrings in your ears. Now let's see, also for earrings you will use pins. We have two types of pins. As you can see, they differ because they have this end, as you can see, different. One of them has a loop at the end, and the other one has this end that is similar to a nail. So what are these two types of pins used for? They are used for the earrings. So you'll put the beads on these pins, and the difference between them is this end here. So this one that has a head like a nail is called a head pin, and you will put the beads on this head pin, and they will stop when they reach this head of the nail, of the pin. And then you can hang the pin on the fishhook ear wire. The other type of pin has this loop here, and because of this loop it is called the eye pin. It is also used for putting beads, because you will make earrings and put beads on this wire here. The only difference is that here you can hang another pin like this, and you can make a dangle, a pair of dangle earrings like this. So you can simply add another pin and attach it to this loop here. So generally this is made for these eye pins are used for making dangle earrings, long earrings. As you can see, the pins also come in different sizes, so there are smaller, there are larger pins, depending on the type of project that you want to make. If you want to put only one or two beads, you will choose a shorter pin. If you want to put larger beads or more beads, then you will need a longer pin. Also, this item here is used for making necklaces, but the only difference is that here, as you can see, it has these small teeth, and this part is larger like this. So it is used for ribbons. So if you want to make a choker, for example, and use a ribbon, you will use these ends, which are called ribbon clamps. And here you will put a jump ring and attach the clasp like this. So this is used for the ends of the ribbon. Now another item that I wanted to show you that is used very often when making jewelry are these items. So these small rings are called the jump rings, and the jump rings are used on almost all the jewelry items that you will be making. You will use it on earrings, on bracelets, on necklaces, on anklets. Most jewelry items will need jump rings like these. So they are larger, they are smaller, and you will use them, for example, if you want to attach a clasp, you will put the jump ring and you will hang on this jump ring the clasp like this. Or if you want to make a pair of earrings, you can put the jump ring here and then hang the earring on this jump ring. Let's continue with those items. This object here, for example, is the base for a ring. So as you can see, you can open and close it from here. You can make it larger and smaller. And here you can put a kind of stone, or if you want to make polymer clay jewelry, you can put the polymer clay piece here and make a ring like this. So this is the ring base, and this is the base for a pendant. Also here you put the rock or the polymer clay, and you need some glue to glue it in place. There are other types of pendant bases, smaller. This one is larger. This one is oval. This one is rounded. Now this item, which looks like a fish hook, is a fish hook jewelry clasp. So if you want to make, for example, a bracelet, you can use this fish hook in order to open and to close the bracelet. So instead of this clasp, you can use this fish hook, which is much larger and it looks very good on your jewelry. You can use it, for example, if you have a piece of leather on your jewelry, you can use it with the leather. This item is also a clasp. It is an anchor clasp. It goes well with leather jewelry items too. So you can make a bracelet and you can put it as on a bracelet to open and to close the bracelet. Now we've talked about most of these items. This one, for example, is used for necklaces. So if you have a pendant, you can hang the pendant on this item. As you can see, this item has these two ends here. It is called an ice pick bail. So if you have the pendant, you just have to close this item here and hang the pendant on this ice pick bail. This one is a bit larger, and it also has this part here. So this is called an ice pick bail with bail. So it has this bail as well here. It is also to put pendants on it. So you will grab this part, you will put the pendant in here, and you will grab this part with the pliers and just push on these two ends to close these two ends so that they grab the pendant. And then you will be able to hang the pendant like this on your necklace with this bail. And the last items that I wanted to show you that were on my table are these items. So you can see these are like small rings, and these are a bit larger. These are called crimps. So they are like small rings, and you will use them for your bracelets, for earrings, for items that you can grab with these rings so that they press on the thread or on the cord that you use for a bracelet. So these are the crimps. I will take one out so that you can see exactly what they look like, because they are very small and they are not so well visible. So this is what a crimp looks like. So it's like a small ring. So if you press on it, it will press on the thread of your bracelet so that the beads do not fall out anymore. And these items here are crimp beads. So you will take one crimp bead like this and put it over the crimp so that the crimp is no longer visible. So all that will be visible is this shiny part of the crimp bead. So now I have shown you some of the um, findings that you will use very often in your jewelry projects, and I also told you what they are used for. So now if you go online and if you buy findings, you will also know exactly what they are used for, and you will be able to choose what findings you want to buy according to the types of jewelry that you intend to create. Now I wish you a lot of fun making your jewelry projects, and I hope that you enjoyed this video.